Welcome to English SARATHI channel. English SARATHI presents multiple choice questions from the poem Grandma Climbs a Tree based on new SLC examination pattern. The poem Grandma Climbs a Tree is written by. Options are Option A. Shakespeare. Option B. B.K. Gokal. Option C. Ruskin Bond. Option D. R.K. Narayan. The correct option is Option C. Ruskin Bond. The poem Grandma Climbs a Tree is written by Ruskin Bond. My grandmother was a genius. The underlined word means dash. Options are Option A. Gifted person. Option B. An elderly person. Option C. A tree climber. Option D. A happy person. The correct option is Option A. A gifted person. My grandmother was a genius. The underlined word means a gifted person. The speaker calls his grandmother dash. Options are Option A. Intelligent. Option B. Genius. Option C. Childish. Option D. Heroic. The correct answer is Option B. Genius. The speaker calls his grandmother genius. Grandma learned to climb a tree from dash. Options are Option A. A training. Option B. Her father. Option C. Her brother. Option D. Her son. The correct option is Option C. Her brother. Grandma learned to climb a tree from her brother. The poet's grandma learned to climb the tree when she was dash. Options are Option A. 10 years. Option B. 6 years. Option C. 60 years. Option D. 4 years. The correct answer is Option B. 6 years. The poet's grandma learned to climb the tree when she was 6. Poet's grandma was happier in dash. Options are Option A. A tree. Option B. A lift. Option C. A boat. Option D. A house. The correct option is Option A. A tree. Poet's grandma was happier in a tree. As soon as the doctor recommended quiet week in bed for Granny, all the family members dash. Options are Option A. Sighed with relief. Option B. Laughed happily. Option C. Danced with joy. Option D. Felt very bad. The correct option is Option A. Sighed with relief. As soon as the doctor recommended quiet week in bed for Granny, all the family members sighed with relief. Grandma wanted a house dash. Options are Option A. Beside a river. Option B. In a treetop. Option C. In a forest. Option D. On the beach. The correct option is Option B. In a treetop. Grandma wanted a house in a treetop. The opposite of gracefully is dash. Options are Option A. Ungracefully. Option B. Ingracefully. Option C. Misgracefully. Option D. Disgracefully. The correct option is Option D. Disgracefully. The opposite of gracefully is disgracefully. What does the poem Grandma Climbs a Tree reveal about the poet's grandmother? Options are Option A, grow disgracefully. Option B, her trees. Option C, her hatred for trees. Option D, live in a house in a treetop. The correct option is option D, live in a house in a treetop. What was Grandma's reply when people asked her to stop climbing trees? Look at the options. Option A, she accepted the advice. Option B, she would grow old disgracefully. Option C, she would climb for some more days. Option D, she would consult the doctor. The correct answer is option B, she would grow old disgracefully. For in all the garden there wasn't a tree. She hadn't been up. This implies that dash. Options are option A, she could climb up but not come down a tree. Option B, she had planted the trees in the garden. Option C, she had climbed all the trees in the garden. Option D, there were no trees left in the garden. The correct option is option C, she had climbed all the trees in the garden. For in all the garden there wasn't a tree she hadn't been up. This implies that she had climbed all the trees in the garden. What did Grandma feel when she was confined to bed? Look at the options. Option A, she felt very happy. Option B, she felt that it was a brief season in hell. Option C, she felt that she needed rest. Option D, she felt that it was a change. The correct option is option B, she felt that it was a brief season in a hell. Poem Grandma Climbs a Tree depicts. Look at the option. Option A, Ruskin bonds love for his family. Option B, an old woman's foolishness. Option C, the childish habits and desires of an old woman. Option D, risk involved in climbing. The correct option is option C, the childish habits, desire of an old woman. My dad knew his duty. What did he think his duty was? Look at the options. Option A, to encourage her to climb trees. Option B, to advise her to stop climbing trees. Option C, to build a house on a tree. Option D, to visit her tree house every day in a tree. The correct option is option C, to build a house on a tree. It was like a brief season in hell. Figure of speech used in the above sentence. Dash. Option A, paradox. Option B, metaphor. Option C, alliteration. Option D, simile. The correct option is option D, simile. Simile is used as a figure of speech in this sentence. It was like a brief season in hell. Finally, the granny upheld her right to dash. Options are option A, live in house. Option B, reside in a tree. Option C, drink cherry. Option D, climb a tree. The correct option is option B, reside in a tree. Finally, the granny upheld her right to reside in a tree. These are the questions from the poem Grandma Climbs a Tree. Please practice it. Thank you from Shiva Prasad Hiregutti, Assistant Teacher, Government High School BK Halli, Haliyar. We welcome your valuable feedback. Thank you for watching.